Hey veteran, welcome. I'm recording this so Higlak, maestro. I'm recording this so there will be a video later on YouTube. But I wanted to first talk about. Hey Esteban, ¿cómo estás? Talk about what we imagine. TMP, hey Winter Thunder. Oh, a lot of people are joining. It's worth it, I suppose. Um, Something that we all imagined that level 7 skip would be, and still not a close deal, is the skip at the very beginning, which is, let me find the correct, yes, this one. I guess you all see this. So what's the idea? What we were thinking about when we were starting to work on level skip? And perhaps using paint for this will help. Paint. Oops, that's not the idea. This is what I wanted to do. See? Paint. Good old paint. And let's, yes, it is GPCRR. Let's take screenshots of the screens. Perhaps a little bit smaller. Can I shrink? Oh, fucking paint. I think that would do. I want to have some kind of technical discussion. Perhaps that will trigger all of the ideas, and you can help us find the rest of the solution to these problems. Because this is definitely a much easier and much more impactful skip if we can ever perform it. So first I want to discuss this to see if you can give us, if anyone has an idea to how to overcome this. And it's extremely, I wouldn't say complicated, but it's technical. Thank you so much. I'm already there. Okay, let's talk about technicalities. And this is where my teacher side of things come. So this is one screen and this is the other screen. Hey Chindrash. This is one screen. This is the other screen. Yes, yes. Let me see. Okay. I'll check it from there. See? So there's something, the position of kid has horizontal and vertical positioning. Vertical positioning, we don't care, but it's a position from 0 to 220 to 555, and horizontally as well. So when you're in screen, this is screen 2, your position can go from 0 in the other screen and 255 in the other one, in the right screen. And in the middle, you can go from 60, something about 60 to 200. So this is your position. So when you're fighting this guy and you're here, you can go back into this screen without transitioning this, without the Prince of Persia transitioning screens. So you're still in screen 2, but you start decreasing your X position. And the maximum you can decrease is to 0. So the only 2 actions after this point that do not trigger a screen change is backward walking. So walking backwards keeps the screen, and fighting, so using your sword, attacking. And you have to do this too in an almost frame perfect way. So if you let a frame pass or 2 frames pass without doing anything, the screen will transition. So you have to keep doing either walk back or attacking. Walking back goes back 5 units of distance. First frame is 2, second frame or set of frames is 3 and 2. So that adds to 5. So you can go back only in multiples of 5. Now, what many of you may have seen, can I move this away? Yes, for now. Oh, I can just turn it off. What many of you may have seen is that, hey, thanks. Oh, are you sarcastic or? Let me use my memory editor and try to accelerate, because I can go the whole way, right? It's gonna take some time, but I can just modify my position. So let me modify my position and say I want to be in position 8. That is, I want to be right here. And then I modify this, gives horizontal position, and then you can advance frame by frame. And I forgot to do something. Let me reset, because you have to be both in that pixel and also going back. And I forgot to put the back button there. And I need to restart for my memory manager to recognize a new position on memory. So this one, yeah. Let me find it again. Yes, and then I want to be at 8 and be, no, I need to release now, sorry. Where was I? That's why it wasn't working. I advance a couple frames, yes, and then push back again. You're seeing only paint, sorry. Yes, so backward, I'm walking back. Shit. I want to activate, I want to replicate this, because this is the warp we all see when we do it manually. Let's advance a couple frames. You can also get hit if you want. And then I'm back to resting position. I need to release this key. There. Now, let me cut to the chase and set position to 13. Walking back. I'm not still ready. I'm not yet ready. Only a few more frames. There you go. Now I walk back, put myself in 13. Goes to 10. I release the key. Goes to 8, which is where I want it to be. And now trigger the transition. And here you see, this is what you will see if you do it yourselves. So like pressing left and pressing perfectly during the whole way up. And when you switch the screen, what's going to happen is that you fall and you keep falling, but you cannot grab the ledge. You cannot grab the ledge. So imagine if you could, then that's a skip, and it's very easy to do. It only takes some patience, right? Some tries. So we try to discover this pixel where you start falling is exactly 8. and we wanted to see whether 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in the X position. When I talk of pixels, I'm talking about how far away or back you're going in this way, right? How far away in terms of very small pixels, units of distance. And what we found is that if you're standing on 10, 9, 11, 12, and 13, these are all possible, depending on which you are, different operations. Either just don't do anything or just press left will go to 10, which is 10 is the magic pixel. So let's start again, let's do it again. And I show you what happens when that magic pixel is hit. And for those who haven't seen it, it's the Holy Grail. There's no words to describe it. So let's go there. Let's go. So release the left. 13 is a bad number. Yes, it's 9, 10, 11, 12 are the good ones. 13 and 8 are the bad ones, and I will explain why. So let me analyze this again. And I need to run for a couple more frames. And I'm ready to go. So now I want to put ourselves in 10. And when I advance, see, I disappear, but now I'm 2 frames to the right, two horizontal positions. So see here, when I, instead of being here, when I the screen switches, I'm here, right? And what's going to happen is that when I fall, there's some weird things going on here. You go to the left and the right a little bit. There's some kind of collision detection that I cannot possibly understand. But when you fall, that's it. You are there. And now this is the ideal level 7 skip, right? If you can possibly adjust your position, not to, when the screen transitions, not to be in level 8, in position 8, you're in position 10, it's just 2 pixels, or in position 9, but if you're in 9, you have to do some procedure to end up in 10. 1 pixel, 1 unit of distance makes it that you fall or not fall. And then you pick this up, and that's, or you don't, but that's up to you. Maniac. I know, right? Now that here's the bad news. This is not the script I wanted to show you. Okay, of course, I want to show you this because this is the Holy Grail and I'm still working with it, but this cannot be set up yet. Why? Because, as I said, positions 8 and position 8 is the one that triggers the bad fall, and you can only advance from 5 to 5, right, to the left. Nothing else moves you except going back. And if you do the math, if you can advance 5 by 5, any number 14, 15, 16, 17, when you subtract 5 to them, it will leave you to one of the good ones. But you cannot possibly go to anything else than 13. At some point, there's some adjustment happening. Here's the whole chain of horizontal positions. When you go back, there's 5 minus 5 minus 5. So I'm going back 5 minus 5 minus 5 minus 5. 1 second, ABC. I'll go there. And when you're subtracting 5 from 22 to go to 17, it adjusts. There's some collision. Brings you back to 23. And 23 minus 5 is 18, minus 5 is 13, minus 5 is 8, which is a bad fall. There's no way to not go to 23. You can see here, all 23. No matter how you set up before, if you do like a bunny hop, or if you do a jump, or if you do like a pixel perfect change, When you go back 5 by 5 by 5, there's some collision happening and brings you back to 23. And from there to 8. There's no way we have found, and believe me, we tried everything, the most crazy stuff, and there's no way to move you other than going back 5 by 5. If you press forward, the screen transitions even before moving. So pressing forward is just like the trigger, and if you transition there, there's no warp. Move forward is the same amount of pixels as moving backwards. No, forward is 6, backward is 5, which is that's a good point, because if you could go forward, you can change after 23. You can go one forward or two forward, one back, or two back, and then you can adjust the numbers by 1. So in principle, if you could go forward, you could adjust to the pixel you need. Yes. So we tried everything. You can swing your sword, you can attack, yes, but attacking moves you nothing. Hitting the guy moves you nothing. Another thing that moves you a different number of pixels is parrying. So when you are hit and you parry, you get moved an odd number of pixels, and that will be very useful to test. But parrying activates the screen transition. As soon as you parry, the screen switches, and if you are parrying, you don't go through the fall. What's the remaining? So there, we tried everything, but if you have any ideas, send them over. There's one remaining possibility, which is moonwalk. So if you start dancing with the guy here, it's teasing us. It's teasing us. If you start dancing with the guy here, so you're facing the same direction, 1 pixel apart, and you go back to the same in the same speed, you will reach the same position together beyond 23, which is the bad pixel. And if you stop moving and you attack, the guy, so you stop moving because you're attacking and the screen doesn't transition, the guy switches you around because, or hits a bump and switches you around, and that moves you. And so far I wasn't lucky, so that didn't produce a clip, but we have to keep trying, because that might be the case that it moves in a way that allows you to get to the good pixels. But another question is whether you can moon dance with this guy, because I don't know how to set it up if there's no like a level 9 that you just climb up to the guy. So if anyone knows how to moon dance with this guy, that's a start. And then we can moon dance to these pixels and see which kind of movement or dance at that point can trigger like a different pixel, and perhaps that will allow us to clip. Okay. Yes, yes. But there's things to try. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Because this is unpredictable. And now I want to hypothesize an explanation of what's going on, because I have talked about how to trigger it and what's the effect of triggering it in different positions, but I haven't talked about why this is happening. And the reason I think it's happening is because when you're standing at pixel 8 or 10, you're standing in this position, right? You're fighting. 8 is where your head is, and your legs are like this, right? Your position like this. The hit detection for your back leg checks a different pixel, not 8, but something that is below 8. If you go too far away, too far to the left in checking this, you know, in hexadecimal, you can only represent from 0 to 255. And in Prince of Persia, this happens to be a sign number, so it has a sign assigned to it. So basically, when you subtract, if you are 8 and you subtract more than 8, this goes to 253. Sorry. So basically, your leg, so say here, your leg is checking this position. This is my hypothesis. And this position has a tile that falls, and this is why you hear, if you play this and you make it in DOSBox and you hear the sounds, it will sound like a tile moving, like you press a tile or tile start to fall. I hypothesize it's this tile, it's this very tile, because your feet is checking this overflowed horizontal position. And you fall because the same glitch as this one. I check it out. You fall because after you trigger the tile to fall, there's only a fall for you to go to continue going. So this is the whole picture: the why, the how, the when, and the good and the bad and the ugly. This, I hope, is the seed for myself in the future, or for someone else with a much better eye, or someone that has studied all the glitches in Prince of Persia, to find a way to move a pixel while you're in the other screen. That's the only thing we need to trigger this, and it will be simple, it will be fast, it will be ideal. Okay, now. But if the loose tile sound, this might be something different, like A is saying. Okay, but I need to check Carl's video, because perhaps that has some information. All right, so let's go to what I discovered today. Well, I've been working at this for 2 days now. An idea that Yolo was talking about, but he didn't have the tools I have to do this, because today I started part by part, as you have seen in Discord. I divided this trick into 5, and I started checking whether if all 5 things can be done, then the trick is possible. And I was able to modify the position of the kid at the guard, just artificially put them on where I wanted them to be, so that I can check whether these things are possible. And one by one, these things showed themselves to be possible. One of them, so an enumeration, is the first thing you need to do, and let's switch screens here. I don't want to use this anymore. Let's go to this screen now. And make this bigger. So the necessary steps for this. Let me restart, because 24. It may take me more than that. So the necessary steps, as enumerated, is 1, go here and make this guy go through the jumper. And Yolo told me he made it once, and so I assumed that was possible before I tried it myself. And of course, it's possible, but the setup is a little bit tricky. Then, at this screen, the second step is make the guy go through the tile, the falling tile, to this screen, to this side of the screen, while you're standing here. So it's bring the guy to this point. The third step was to have this guy go to this part of the screen, because if he can fall, but he falls in any way, he dies, because a 2-story fall kills the guard, right? So the idea was to make it in steps. First fall here, and then make him fall here. And when he's here and the doors are closed, of course, you come down and use the level 4 door skip, or the level 8 YOLO skip, the gate skip, right? Either of those I never did, and I don't know if I have the skills. But what I found is that some of these steps can be combined, and the setup is it was pure luck, because, okay, some say that effort and tenacity and persistence favors the luck, but the fact that I found this specific setup is too much of a luck, because it's very, very specific. And today I wanted to reproduce it and I couldn't, and I was starting to despair, and I went back to the save states, and I found out exactly what I had done. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have known that I did it twice, in fact, but I would have forgotten how to, and I would have to ask you guys to explore a little bit, see how it's done. So I'm going to need approximately 20 minutes to fulfill this with my full skills and save games all over the place. I need to save game at every single possible position because the setups are Higlak or good Spectre level of skill. I could never do this in one go. So let's begin. So step by step. And thanks to Yolo for he was like the one who planted these ideas in my mind, and I had to try them. Higlak level is like god tier level. You know. Let's save here. Let's not lose any time. Let me choose the slot one, and fucking now I'm nervous. On top of the skills needed to do this, I'm kind of shaking, so you're gonna have to bear with me and have patience. So, YOLO level is he's the one that screws up around with the guards, yeah. So first task is to go to where this guy is and face him this way, right? So something I forgot to mention. He means them no harm. Yes. Something I forgot to mention. It's a good idea not to take any damage. You will see. You will see why. Because the last step will shock you. God, I'm such a clickbait. Okay. Now. And save. Now switch again and move this guy closer to the jumper. But now I fucked it up. Why I fucked it up? Because to pass him through the jumper, you need at least 2 hits, consecutive hits. If this guy has 2 energy, then I kill him. So I need to have him really close to the jumper, as close as possible, and then him having at least 3 health units. And if he parries my attack, even better, because that will give him even more travel distance through the jumper. Okay. And he's so aggressive. Okay, that's... Now, do I save? Let's save. Let's YOLO it. So that's a fucked up. Now, that's a bad one. So I need to get closer. That's not good. Come on, stop attacking. Okay. Almost. I almost got it. And the timing needs to be perfect because you are in the correct position, you hit him twice, but then he gets jumped. And he's a little bit far away because even if you get it, if he's not far away enough, he's gonna get jumped anyway. You have to be patient. So that's the perfect position. That there, but he is almost dead. So I think we should go back. Start again. Bad one. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Save. Now. This is a good position, I think. Now get close and don't kill him. No, too close. Too soon. That's it. I wouldn't be happy yet because this is I think this is a bad position. Now he needs to. I need to take a jump here. No, that's a bad one. He got on the other side of the jumper and he's not here now. So I need to go back to the other save state. Not this one. This one. Now you understand why I'm taking so many. That's a perfect position. So he needs to parry. He needs to there. Exactly, that's what I need. So there's some RNG Higlak, sorry. See, that's the thing I need to happen. Okay, save here, and now it's a matter of parrying, attacking, and go. This, I think, is also a better one because it can be even better. It can be parry, hit, and that advance him much further away. This is definitely one of the hardest steps of the whole thing. Or the hardest. Ah, almost. So he's right there on the jumper pixel. So I need to, I think it's, okay, I need to allow him to. There, that was it. That was it. It's just a bad timing. And I also got hit, so that's a bad thing. I can still make it with two health, but it's not ideal. No, I get chunked. Whew. That's a bit. No, I think we should. That was a bad save state. Wait, I got it here. Okay, let us go back and forth. There you go. Oh. I think that the save state combination is such a weird thing. It's F11L. It's like fucking with my hand. But I did it a couple times today, so it's no reason not to be able to do it again. And if I can do it, you guys, that's perfect. But there you go. That's a good one. Too far. That's perfect, but still. try here, perhaps. There. Ah! Let's see, let's see. This might be it, this might not be it. He needs to be a little bit further away. I'm sure about that. See, that's a bad one. Perhaps the jump has to be more like from this position. Nah. Come back. He gets jumped. Okay, like that. See? Patience. This can take me. Save here. Hit the guy. That's a bad spot. He needs to be a little bit closer to the jumper. Come on, dude. That's a very good one. Shit, can he not die? Okay, perhaps a good setup would be to be myself closer to the jumper when I lure him. This is a bad position. So, Chinders, I was jumping over the guy and backing up to the jumper, putting the dust sword down, making come and take. Yes, that may work as a setup. I have nowhere near the skills to do that now. So I would say set it up such that one hit puts him in the right position. This is perfect. Okay, doesn't matter. Can afford this. Crap, he comes back. Okay, let's do that. I saved too late. Yeah, it's hard, man. And I didn't save just before. So I'm gonna have one save state fixed to this position here, so I don't have to do this whole jumping again. I only need to pass this part, and I will be able to show you the good things. Save state. I'm gonna save here, and then I'm gonna change. What? I'm gonna change the save state lot, so I can just start from there. Come on, man. Just bear with me. We'll get there. I did it a couple times already. As soon as we get there, it will be much. The rest of the trick is much easier. Perhaps that's the way, right? Lure him up. Yes, I think that's gonna work better. Too far, but still good idea. One step only. Come. Okay, now parry, and I need him to parry again. Okay, this is a good moment to save, I think. No, don't go back. Okay, another parry. Ah, he advanced. There you go. This is the position. Let me rest a little bit. Okay, I'm not done for this. I'm done for analyzing the memory, not playing. Come on, this is the position. This is where you want him to be, and then you push him, get the timing right. Okay, a little bit more patience. Don't need to hurry. Come on. Fun fact, if you hit him as he's being chomped, you can revive him. And the chomper will be bloody, but the guy will be alive. 1 pixel. Ah! There you go. There you go. That's the position. Fucking finally. Whew. God. Okay, now it's a matter of jumping. I'm gonna choose another save slot because I want to save as soon as I'm on the other side. That's a bad jump. That's a bad jump. And this is a bit of a spoiler. There you go. Whew. So that I activate the same story here. The same thing. Now we need to dance again, but facing the other side, right? And this is also like a pixel perfect trick. So I don't wanna be hit. Come on. Save. Now I could set up. So see, there I failed because what I need to do is to put him right before the tile falls and then hit him twice, or even better, parry hit. So the guy needs to parry, and when he parries he doesn't fall, and then I hit him twice after that. It's not that hard as what you just saw, so I need to go a little bit further. And this is a good setup, I think. No, this is a bad setup, believe it or not. I'll save anyway. But the guy is on the other side. So, many things can happen here. Let me illustrate. If you touch the guy, he falls. He's hanging on the very last piece of toenail he has or whatever. Yes, strong Achilles heel. You can do many things and triggers his fall. You can do yes. You can do this whatever. I don't know how it's called. And you can switch him around. So this is la la la. This is crazy stupid things happen here, but overall he can go back and forth, right? He did the whole skip. That's impressive, man. From this position, I think you cannot do it, but let me try again. Let's revive him first. And now the trick that I found is so that's why, yes, so what you can do to get him on the ledge below in this position is to do this. Right? There you go. The problem is, and this will not do, because in this position this guy will not do the weird void jump I need him to do. Here the guy will either fall to this place or fall here, and then if you can do a gate skip, that's fine. Then you have it. You don't need to do anything else, right? I cannot do a gate skip. I couldn't, at least. And there's another cool thing you can do with the guy here, which is if he have him move looking at that direction and then you go up, then he clips. So I want to do that, motherfucker. He does the clip. Imagine my frustration when I saw this guy doing this. No, man. Let's switch places. Okay, the guy is in that position. Okay. So let's go back to sanity. There's no sanity anymore, but let's go back to the previous save where I was facing the guy here. I need to get him a little bit closer. That's too much. I need him to parry. Dude. Come on. There you go. That's what I want to see. But then he goes crazy and I cannot save for the life of me. There, I saved. Now we're in a good position and then go. That's a bad one. He needs to parry again. He needs to parry again. There. 1 pixel away from where he should be. So here the trick is also, that's the perfect position, but now he's gonna die. Okay, we need to go back to the other save state. Oh shit, I didn't save. I need to do this again. Motherfucker. Fuck. But I have save states on the other side, so. No cheats, man. This is a demonstration of how to do it cheatless. There you go. That's what I want to see. Now let me save here. Now it's a good moment to change the slot, don't fuck things up, and jump. Pick the other save now and try to get him to the correct position again with one hit. Perfect. Is this it? I'm not sure. Let's try it out. No, it's not the correct one. I need to be closer. So, to do this, the guy has to parry first, then I hit him twice, and that's the setup. That's the motherfucking setup. Now, jump, go here, YOLO out. No, that's a bad one. Jump, hit here, go up, and the guy falls to the right place. Now, what can we do from here? Now we do this, right? No, not that. I want to still be alive. This. What am I missing here? I want to grab that ledge. Come on. Okay. It's not cooperating, so let's do a safer strat. Now, we are here. We approach the guy silently and go up. And when you know it, the guy is on that side. So now, now things are different. Now we can say, okay, let's have the guy look in that direction to press the ledge, and the guy does not want to press the goddamn ledge for 1 pixel. 1 pixel. 1. So what can we do? So here the skillful guys will know exactly what to do. Yes, he's doing it out of spite. Whoever speedrun Prince of Persia will know exactly what to do in this case. Yes, you can do the level 4 gate slide. But what happens if I do it? The motherfucker will attack. But I have my sword. So the logical conclusion would be then fight him back, have him open the gates, and proceed to win the game. And there is no cheats, no void warps, only 1,000 save states and an hour, and that's level 7 skip version 2 for you guys. Less than an hour. Yes, it's definitely for a task, so either I or Cream will do it. And I wonder if this works for SDL Pop. If it does, then the task will be... we'll have to see, because I took an hour, but if you do this seamlessly, without any delays, without any dancing, without any shenanigans, this seems fast. I mean, this seems like you can do it in 3 screens, and then the guy falls, and then you trigger things, and then you go, right? I wonder, it works on SDL Pop, nice. I wonder if doing this saves time over the normal procedure, but at least I can say I'm the first human, the first mortal entity to perform to beat level 7 in this way, to beat level 7 without seeing any other screens, to beat level 7 like that, with a ton of save states. But anyway, no cheats, no void warps. And so now that you're here, and I'm going to end the transmission now that you guys have seen this. Let me do a brief demonstration of the void percent. I found a new strategy. You jump here, you come here, you jump back, you look to the other screen, you get here, and then you are there almost at the end. You don't die, you don't die, you don't die, you die. You die. Suppose you have skills, and then you can go back here, fall, and now that's level 8 for you, void warp. Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. This goes straight to YouTube, where I hope to have Carl, Yolo, and everyone else that missed this have the chance to look at it and perhaps start to practicing it. Perhaps doing a level 7%, whatnot. All right, let's look for someone to raid. Okay, there's no one I know, so anyway, that's it. That's it. I guess this has like this hour with all this suffering and the whole thing. It's a nice thing to have in YouTube, like a historic document. We can cut the interesting pieces, but I think more interesting will be to have a computer do it straight away and have like level 7 skip, 32 seconds, whatever, and then upload the good thing. No problem, man. My pleasure. I'll keep digging. This is what brings me fun in Prince of Persia, and let's keep digging and see what else can be found. Ideally, the original level skip, the original idea will work at some moment, and then there will be no need for doing all of this. Thanks, guys. See you next time.